Krishna Bhaktaya Stadbhaktaya Namo Namah Bardhe Vitanute Bhaktin Murkhamavartaya Sruti Yad Kripaatvam Hang Vande Sri Madan Gopalakan Prabhu Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Guru Jai Rita हे हरि धैर्य हरि गुरु भय आदि करी कुलेरो धर्म कैलाचूर हे कृष्ण वंशीर सरे आकर्षिया आनी बोले देह गेह सरिति कैला दूर श्रीमती Radharani remembering the first stage of her love for Krishna. It's eternal. She is eternal Priya of Sri Krishna. But for pastimes, Yoga Maya, she manifested this atmosphere. So that is why there is some starting point, then increasing, growing stage, and then final meeting stage. Srimati Radharani, in the separation of Sri Krishna, after he left Vrindavan, everything reminding her about Krishna. All the moment she spent with him, all the moment of their pastimes. And always some new, very new feelings. She is explaining Mahamantra. What it's reminding Srimati Radharani about their pastimes. Now she is remembering the beginning stage of Krishna. You stole everything. Hey Hare Dhaira Hari. Whenever we just start to keep our patience, that time you destroyed everything. We can continue our love to manage everything. But maybe it was not your plan. You wanted to destroy everything, all the attachment with everyone, with family members, friends, relatives, and well-wishers. That's why Yes, I felt love for you, but after some days, I started to keep my patience. But something happens strange from your side. You start to play very nice flute. It was different than before, completely different and too much powerful. Because this flute was practiced. Yesterday we have listened that Krishna started to practice about his flute to send his message to Srimati Radharani and other Brajvadus, Brajgopis. So he started practicing flute. After some day, maybe he felt something and he said to Sridham and Subhadra, Sridham, just follow. I start to play flute and maybe these creepers, they'll spread their arms to me. Okay, Krishna started to play flute and really it's happening. The creepers, they spreaded their branches, that means their arms, to Krishna. It was look that they like to embrace Krishna by their arms. Subhadra said, yes, Krishna, it's happening. The creepers, they're spreading their arms to you. Maybe they want to embrace you. Krishna was happy. Okay. Now I got some percentage of perfection by my flute. I have to practice more. After some days, Krishna asked, oh, Sridham, just follow this. I'll start to play flute and the birds, they will open, the flowers, they will bloom. Krishna started to play flute and really all the birds, they start to open their petal. Look that they want to listen this. And they want to come closer to Krishna. Then Sridham and Shubal, they start to shout, yes, Krishna is happening. Krishna was more happy. You know, Sridham, I need more perfection. Then after some time, some days, again, Krishna called Sridham and Shubal. Sridham, now follow. What is happening? What will happen, Krishna? I don't know. But something will happen strange. So Krishna started to play flute. And they were watching all the sides, but nothing was happening there. But after some time they said, oh Krishna, it's very strange. The rock is melting. Now Krishna was satisfied. Oh, now my flutes can melt the rocks. So if it can melt the rocks, it can melt the heart also. So now I got the perfection of my flute. And then it decided to go inside the forest, not outside. Until that time, before he will get perfection by his food, he used to go to ground with his friends. It's not inside forest. It's near to the cities, villages. They will play, but now he steps in Madhura Leela, Krishna. So, if you will be near to the village, so many senior person will be there. They will see, and they will say everything to Nanda Maharaj, Mother Yashoda. So, we have to go far from this village. Maybe that will be good, we should enter the forest. And Krishna said this to his friends. Oh friends, from tomorrow, will not be near to the village. From tomorrow we'll enter the forest, Vrindavana. Friends were there, they were really very happy. Because here, they cannot open themselves completely. Because of that fear of their parents, they are very near. They will watch, they will see everything. So, all the friends also were very happy to join Krishna in the forest. And next day, Shukadev Goswami, he started to describe Venu Gita. Itham Sharata Shatcha Jalam Padmakar Sugandhina Navi Shadvayuna Vatam Gopalakavanam Kushumita Vanaraji Shushmi Bringa Diyakula Kushta Sharin Mahitram Madhu Pati Ravakach Chah Shah Pashupal Balashchuja Venu. Parikshit. Now everything was completely full, packed up. All the ponds also. Sarat. This season started just after rainy season. Summer, then rainy season, then this season, Sharat Ritu. And that time, when this season will start, hey Parikshit, you can see all the ponds will be completely packed up by the water. Full. You cannot put more than one drop. If you give one pot of water inside the pot, it will be extra. Parikshit, Shukadev Goswami, he said, Parikshit, you know, all the ponds, they are reminding Krishna about the heart of Brajagopis. What they are reminding? They are reminding Krishna, oh Krishna, now their heart is full of your love. If you wait more time, then it will be waste. So you should not waste your time. Now the perfect time to meet them. Everything is reminding. Kushumita Vanaraji. When Krishna went to the borderline of forest with his friends, by dancing, by singing, Before he will enter to the forest, he was really amazed to see the beauty of that forest, where the flowers, fruits, all the seasonal flowers and fruits were there. All the flowers from all seasons, they blooms, they decorated that forest. And when Krishna will enter, before he will enter, he was amazed to see the beauty, and he said to his grateful friends, if I'll enter with these ornaments inside the forest, then the beauty and then the atmosphere, it will be disbalanced. We have to make some balance. So how Krishna? Krishna said, you should decorate me with the flowers. And Krishna, he took out all his ornaments He did not take this inside the forest. He kept all the ornaments in one branch of one tree outside the forest. And all the friends, they collected the flowers, the new leaves from mango, Chuta Pravala, and they decorated Krishna with these flower ornaments. What all the Brajavatus, Brajgopis, they have seen later from their kunja. When they decorated Krishna, then they entered. Kushumita Vanaraji Shushmi Bringo Dijukla Kushta Sharin Mahitram Madhupati Rabagacha. He said directly, he was sink in the beauty of the forest. Completely. And he lost everything, all his consciousness. He forgot about his friends, his calves, and he changed the direction. The friends, the calves, they'll go in another direction, and Krishna, only by looking the beauties of the forest, he changed the direction, not in same direction. So he was alone there with this beauty. Parikshit, he's Rasharaj, king of all modes, all beauty. So, when he was inside all the beauty, so all the beauty, they wanted to serve their king. All the seasons, they came to serve Krishna with their fruits and flowers. Here, he serves Krishna by his coolness and lotus. He also wanted to serve Krishna, but how he can? How he will do this? So he requests to the air, oh, air, you can go everywhere. You can go everywhere in the forest and you can serve Krishna. Our Lord, you can serve. But you know, I have also this desire to serve Him. I have nothing. Only by nice scent of me, fragrance. Only by this fragrance I can serve Krishna. I have no feet, no legs, so I cannot go. But you can take my fragrance from me and you can send this to Krishna. You can bring this to Krishna. Spread everywhere in the forest. Whenever Krishna will enter in the forest, wherever he will be, I can serve with my fragrance to him. So in that way, everyone was ready to serve Krishna in the forest. Even the animals, birds. When Krishna enters, the birds, the parrots, they start to sing. Kaku, they start to sing. Peacocks, and everyone was there, male and female, to remind Krishna about Madhura Lila. To remind Krishna about his Brajgopis. Now you should not be alone. You have to call them. So everyone was doing everything, their work with ear, male and female. In front of Krishna, male and female peacock were dancing. Male and female deer were dancing. The parrots, they are kissing to each other by their lips. So, to look at this, everything, Krishna's mind was really desired to meet them, all the Brajgopis. And he started to play flutes. Smaranta Krishna Chastitam. It was by him, for them. This flute was specially for the Brajgopis. Because some message was inside with these flutes. And when they listened this flute, they got crazy. It was completely, if one pot is completely full of water, and if we'll throw some stone inside, so what will happen? Some water will, yes. The heart of Brajbadhus, it was like this. When the flute, the message, Adharamrit, when Krishna threw his Adharamrit in the flute, he wanted to send a message to them. But you know, the Adharamrit of Krishna also has consciousness. He is also Chit. He has his own form. He has his pride. I am Adharamrit of Krishna. So when Krishna threw his Adharamrit inside the flute, he thought, oh, I am Krishna's Adharamrit and Krishna threw me here in this dry place. In this dry place, I will not stay here. So he ran from that place with some musk. It's very sweet. If you follow the commentaries of Vedanta. So he ran from this place, from flute, to take some musk, and this musk is sound of flute. It was his musk, Adharamrit of Sri Krishna. And he was searching which will be the best place for him. And he found the hut of Brajgopis. Oh, all the pots. They're very nice, very pure. So I'll be there. I can stay there. That will be my best place. So he enters from the door and he fell down in this herd, in their herd. It was completely full of Krishna love. When Adharamrita of Krishna fallen down there, then this love was spilled out. Then what happened? They got crazy about love. They lost everything. What Srimati Radharani, she said yesterday, Hey Hare Dhairya Hari, you broke our patience. We can stay there in our family. You know, all the Braj Gopis, we are all married. So you can continue love and we can manage everything to love you, and at the same time we can manage our family. Nobody will know, nothing will happen. But you do not allow us to do this. So you destroyed everything. You destroyed our business, you destroyed our status, you destroyed our consciousness, you destroyed our attachment to family. So Krishna, it was by you. When it was happening, when everything was destroyed, when Adharamrit fallen down in their heart pot, which was full of Krishna love, Krishna Prem. So they start to talk, open their heart. Start to open their heart. How? By their love, they can take darshan from their own kunja to the forest. What Krishna is doing in the forest. By their attachment, they can see everything. It was like a film, like a cinema in front of them. But it was true. Same thing is happening there in the forest. But they can see from their kunja. And they lost all the consciousness. You know, some condition, rules to take darshan, to look at deities or human. If you are looking to deity, then you have to start from the lotus feet to up. If you are looking to human, then from face to down. But when they start to take darshan of Krishna, they lost everything. Smaranta Krishna cheshtitam nashakam smaravegena vikkhipta manasam ripa. They could not control themselves. They tried, but they could not control themselves. They have to open their heart. And that time, they are not following if the senior person is near to them or not. That time they have only some seriousness about their love. So they start to take darshan of Krishna. Barha piram natavara gopu karnayo karnikaram vibhrat vashaha kanaka kapisham Vaijayantin chamalam Randhran Vena Rathara Shudhaya Purayan Gopa Brindai Brindya Ranyam Shapada Ramanam Pravishati Gita Gita. They start to take darshan of Krishna. Sometimes like deities, sometimes like human. Barha Piram, First they look at his face. Oh, very nice. Oh, Sakhi. Just look at Krishna. How he used the peacock tails on his turban. Other Sakhis, he said, oh no, it is not turban. Maybe the friends, they decorated his ears like this. That's why it's look like turban, but it's not really turban. And they put the peacock tails on it. Other Sakhi, she said, you know why they put these peacock tails there? Just follow the movement of peacock tails. What is happening? If you place one peacock tails here and the air is blowing, then this peacock tails, then it will do like this, is not? The upside of that peacock tails, it will do like this. So by their feelings, by their love, they are watching, oh, Sakhi, Krishna engage him to call us, because both of his hands is engaged to play flute. So how he can call us? If you want to call someone, then you have to use your finger. Come near. So, in his hand, only 5 fingers or 10 fingers, but he used 100 fingers there in the peacock tails to call us. Not a Prabhu. Suddenly they look the whole body of Krishna. Oh, another one. She start to say, oh, look, now Krishna, he entered to the forest. Maybe it is pre-planned, everything. It is pre-planned. That's why Krishna accepted some very nice, very special form. He's king of all actors, all dancers, not of our. Krishna decorated himself as great dancer, crown jewel of all dancers. Because maybe today he planned to still our mind and heart, our consciousness. And he will tie our heart and mind together, and he will take this to his home, to his palace. That's why one small rope is there. You can see it. He tied this small rope on his head. Karanayo Karanikaram. Oh. For his decoration also, Krishna likes to confuse everyone. In 2 years, he used only one very small birds, Karnika, of yellow bird, yellow flower. He can use 2, but he used only one. You know why? To make us confused. Sometimes he is changing from right to left, sometimes left to right. They are watching. Krishna is asking to his friends. When they are decorating Krishna, at the end they put the flowers, this Karanika, small yellow bird, in his ears. And Krishna said, only one. They put in the right ear, but Krishna put in the left ear. Now he asked to his friend, oh friends, it look good? Oh, very beautiful Krishna. We cannot explain your beauty. No, maybe not left. Again, he changed this from left to right. Now it's no good. The friends, they're surprised to see this. Always something new is coming in front of them. Oh, Krishna, it's more beautiful than before. No, maybe you are joking with us, with me. So again he changed from right to left. Now, tell me the truth. Don't cheat me, please. But what they say? What they will say to Krishna about his beauty? Don't do this. Always make it silent. Because what I am describing, what I am telling you, it is not coming from here. It's blessings, mercy, the connection. If the connection will cut, then you will lose. Make mobile silent when you will be here. Krishna said, don't cheat me. Tell me the truth. How it looks. But the truth is, the beauty of Krishna always new. Nitya Nava Navayama. Always new. Very strange. Then the friends, he took Krishna just near to the pond. Oh Krishna, we have no words to say. You can see your reflection there in the water? Yes, you are looking like this. So the Sakhis, they said, Krishna did this to make our mind and heart confused. Karnayo karnikaram vibhrat vashaha kanaka kapisham vaijayanti chamala. Another Sakhi, she said, oh Sakhi, just look at Krishna. He's only stand up in one place. He's not moving. He's not working, nothing. But the garland, the Vaijayanti Mala, this Vaijayanti Mala is swinging without any ear, without any movement, but he's swinging. Another Sakhi, with angry mood, she said, oh, he wanted to show us. You know, Sakhi, if we'll get some new jewelry, new ornaments, so we want to see to others. If very nice ring will work, new ring, very expensive, then we want to see to others. So in front of everyone, if they'll not look at my finger, so we'll start to each our nose to show this to others. If we'll get some very beautiful ornaments, we want to say to others. So Vaijayanti Mala, he got the very big and very expensive ornaments for him. The chest of Krishna. Very beautiful neck of Krishna. Shobhagati param padam bhushana bhushanangam. In Prem it is said, the form of Krishna is the ornament of ornaments. Bhushana bhushanangam. We are wearing ornaments to make this place beautiful. But when Krishna will do this, it's happening opposite. Ornaments will look beautiful when they will be placed in the figure, in the form, in the body of Krishna. So that time they will get the same consciousness. They will want to show this to others. The Sakhi said, that's why the ornaments, Vaijantimala, he want to show his ornaments to us. That's why he is showing. Without any wind, without any movement, he is showing automatically by itself. Randhran Vena Radhara Shudhaya Purayan Gopavrindye Vrindaranyam Shapada Ramanam Pravishat Gita Kirtan. Randhran Vena Radhara Shudhaya Purayan. Since long time Krishna is playing flute. But today he realized that everyone criticizing bamboo, oh, you are very dry. That day, Krishna realized everyone criticizing the flutes, oh, you have so many holes. Chidranation, you know Chidranation means searching the faults. Faults, that's our nature. Criticizing. To searching the faults to others. Always. Oh, he is like this, he is like this, he is like this. So Chidranation. And Chidra at the same time, Chidra means fault and holes. Krishna, he realized this. Everyone, they are searching the holes, the faults of flutes. You have so many chidras, so many holes you have. So today, I'll fill it. Then nobody will say you are very dry. Nobody will search your faults, your holes. Randhyan, the holes, he filled the holes of flutes by his Adharamrit. Randhran Vena Radhara Shudhaya Purayan Gopavrindai. Adhara Shudha. Nectar. He filled by the nectar from his lips. But it has his own consciousness. It's also Chit. That's why he felt so sad. Oh, Krishna, you placed me here, very dry place? No, I will not stay here. So he ran away from that place to take some musk, and musk is the sound of flute. And he searched his place, all the herds of Prajapats. And he took place there. When he fell down there in the herd, they start to talk. They start to explain their mood. They start to explain their feelings, realization for Krishna. And they start to lament. We are very bad fortune. We are very unfortunate. All of them in the forest, they have Krishna. But who is our property? Krishna is our property. Damodaradhara Shudhamo ki Gopikana. The Adharamrit, the nectar from his lips, it's our property. Property of Prajapats. How the fruits can drink this? All the birds, they got Krishna. All the deers, all the peacock, even Giriraj, there in Venu Gita, the Brajvadus from their herd, it was explained that Giriraja is the best servant of Swam Bhagavan from all avatars. They use this word Haridasa Varya, the best servant of Sri Hari in all avatars. Because he helped so much to Krishna for his pastimes. The gopis, they lost everything. Srimati Radharani, she was remembering that moment of Krishna. Hey Krishna Vamshira Share, Akorshyani Bole Deho Gehu Sriti Koina. By your fruit, you attract our mind and heart. And you caught me there in the forest. You know, sometimes we're not feeling attachment with all this body also. We lost our attachment with our families, our relatives, our friends. And sometimes it's happening with us that we'll feel detached from all this body also. We have no attachment with this body, with this material world. Only attachment with you, Krishna. You stole everything, not stole, you robbed everything by your force, by your beauty. Krishna, now I can realize what also happened that time. That time, not me, not all the other Brajgopis, they thought about this. Everything was pre-planned. You planned everything before. And then you did one after one. And we lost everything. We offered everything. But then Krishna, then also, we offered everything, we lost everything, but then also, we are in the ocean of bliss. Krishna, I cannot say by words what was that moment. Only I can say, Madhur, it was very beautiful, very sweet. Because I'm not really scholar. Very few words I know. And for this realization, only I can say very sweet, very sweet, very sweet. Madhuram, Madhuram, Madhuram. Srimati Radharani, she explained this next Hare Krishna. Now she will explain Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. He Krishna Kurshitami Kanchuli Korshavatmi Tadekhi Chomak Mohilage He Krishna Vividho Chale Urajo Korshaho Bole Thir Naho Oti Anuragi. Oh Krishna, then after I lost everything, after I lost my consciousness, when I offered myself to your lotus feet, you did so many things with me. First, to attract my mind, you take my heart and mind from me, you stole everything, and then you tried to take my clothes. How? What is that Leela? Which Leela Srimati Radharani remembering to say Krishna, Krishna? She will explain tomorrow morning. No, maybe not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll go to Vrindavan. Tomorrow I'll go to Vrindavan. Because in Vrindavan also I have my father, Sadhu Maharaj, you know. Always whenever I am meeting him, I am saying, you are like my father. And he is also saying, no, you are my father.
Actually, you are my guru. You are my guru.
Yes. Also he is saying, you are my guru, you are my father. He loves me so much. So tomorrow morning lecture will be take rest, but evening will continue. Evening will continue. We'll go to Vrindavan. I'll go to Vrindavan to take darshan of my Gopalji in Lakshmikanta Kunja, Bihariji and Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan, and I'll meet my father, Sadhu Maharaj, there in Mungar Mandir. Then I'll come back and continue evening lecture. And day after tomorrow, we'll continue this. What Srimati Radharani will say, day after tomorrow we'll know this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Gaur, Jai Nitya.